If you've ever
a more strict government system of control, world reset about everybody being connected, staying connected. This here is really, you can look at it from two different angles. You can look at it from the first angle of how we are dependent on this system now and what happens when the grid gets shut off and people start to lose their mind. But you could also look at it as the beast system and what happens when people are under the control of the beast system. Neuralink implants, things like that. This is covering all those bases. The feed, connecting society, violence when the grid is shut off, and violent behavior coming from people based off of the Neuralink being inside of them. And if you don't know what the Neuralink is, well, you know who Elon Musk is, or I should say what Elon Musk is. Actually, we don't know exactly what he is, some type of demon, who is obviously pushing the Neuralink inside of people's bodies. His company, Tesla, has created it. They are creating more and more jobs, getting people on board to participate in experiments with Neuralink. It is going to be something that's normalized. No surprise that Elon Musk is being puppeteered to the right-wing conservative group out there who think he's saving the day and saving free speech with all the crap you see going on with Twitter, which is just a distraction and part of the show. Free speech, it died a long, long time ago. And we know the only way around free speech is to create your own languages, create your own words, things that I try to do here. And even then, they will censor because that's what this system is going to be based off of, censorship and control. Take a look at this show, The Feed. It's a frightening reality that is, in fact, what this future is going to look like.
Imagine every human on Earth connected, thought, in feeling, in real time.
Marie.
Welcome to The Feed, where our shared experience now a reality.
Something's wrong. I feel off.
They think her feed did something to her brain.
the world needs this technology, millions are in danger.
It is causing erratic, violent behavior.
Every system is susceptible to viruses.
Importance to us.
They're coming!
Importance to us.
In the wrong hands, it could tear us apart.
So you heard some of the trigger terms there about everybody being connected. How long have we heard that with Facebook? That was the initial motto. Stay connected. Connect with your loved ones. Connect with long-lost friends. Connect with long-lost schoolmates. Connect, connect, connect. We've heard at the World Economic Forum with technology, them constantly talking about a world that is connected. Well, they're not just talking about a world that's connected because we all love each other and we're connected like that. They're literally talking about being connected to the internet, being connected to the web, being connected to the beast system. And when you see the grid go down, you see, well, we've seen in a lot of these movies like World War Z, the predictive programming of a grid shutdown and people literally turning into werewolves, going rabid, turning into zombies, going after one another. That's part of the reason that they've created so much civil unrest amongst citizens around the world, especially here in America. We've seen the civil war type of programming over and over. We see all the talking heads on TV going after one another. All this does is incite people who are listening and watching, and then they take sides. They're either on the left or they're the right. So when this stuff goes down, it's going to be literally insane. But the Neuralink was something that was tied into it. And this has to do with people connecting with technology and has to do with the Neuralink being implanted in people, in their foreheads. It's been covered by me. It's been covered by many people over the years. A show like this, again, it's another thing from Amazon. I mean, is it a coincidence that the logo for the show is the all-seeing eye? I mean, what more do people need to... I mean, how much stuff does it take for people to actually wake up? Because it is so rampant. It's all over the place. All-seeing eye, the symbols, the signs, the messaging, the repetition, the patterns there. It's all there for everyone to see. And now, of course, we see the other things with people who are dependent on a system, which we are dependent on. I mean, me and you, the listeners here, not necessarily dependent on the system, but we're all part of the system because we all obviously, whether you have bills to pay or property taxes, obviously the system's been set up for them to have control, right? The others out there who are dependent on the system for comfort, for everything that they can't live without their Wi-Fi and their phone and their texting and their emojis and whatever in the world they're actually doing, which is pretty worthless and pointless at this point. They are dependent on a system. When the system is pulled, these people are going to want the system back, and they're going to take it back however they can get it back, and even if it means more control and more enhanced control, which has to do with social credit scores It has to do with grid shutdowns. It has to do with a mark. They will take it. They will do it. People out there are like, no, they're not going to. How are they going to get people to do it? Well, they're not going to willingly give it up and suddenly change their lifestyle. But when you take away their toys and all the things that they have, and then you have a chance to give it back to them, they will comply with what they're asked to do. And this will lead to a society that is connected. This trigger word, this program, connect word, is there for a reason. We're constantly hearing it. And it has dual meanings, like most of the words the occult use. The dual meaning, right? Because we hear connect. And you're like, oh, yeah, I connected with my friend from high school. I haven't reached out to him. I haven't talked to him in 10 years. And you're like, oh, okay. And you think connect means that way. They're literally talking about hooking you up. And we know that they're already hooking people up to this because we know what's going on in the world right now. It's been happening for a few years now where people are literally allowing things, into them. And what does that have to do? It has to do with all of it. It all ties in together. The credit score ties into it. The magic potion ties into it. So I thought that this show was a good example to show people who don't really have a grip or a grasp of what they are attempting to do and how this is going to be a system of control. That trailer right there shows you the control that they're going to have over people. And you have to think of it from both perspectives, what the future holds and the control they already have over people now. Because they have the technology in place where people are fully controlled by it and can't live without it. So just imagine what they will be like when it's gone for a temporary period of time. And then when it comes back, people with the grid shutdown think that it's going to be for the rest of our lives and it's 50 years. I've said it over and over again. It's a long-term shutdown, but it's not it's not a week. It's longer than that, but it's not 20 years of your life. They want everyone connected to the system. The technology is in place for a reason. We all know that with the 5G. We all know that with the potion. But the step is, how do they get people reset to the next level and connected to this beast system? These are the ways that they will do it. And this is the type of programming they're using to desensitize people and use sigil magic to prepare them for it. And when it happens, these people still will be like, these people who talk about this stuff are crazy conspiracy theorists, just like the nonsense we see with all these people now openly talking about a new world order. Presidents, politicians, all of them. They're just like, this is a new world order. This is a new world order. In this new world order. And we're all sitting there, we're like, we've been saying this. And they're like, that doesn't mean. And then they're so desensitized. They don't even care. They're like, so what? Shut up about the new world order, complaining about it. And these people literally want the government to control their lives until they realize and they snap out of it how much it means they will control. And as you saw in the trailer with the technology and the implant, the brain implant, they'll be controlling your mind. And it is extremely dangerous. And like it said in that trailer, everything is hackable and everything can have a virus, right? And people are going to be brought into this system thinking that it can't be hacked. You can't be hacked. Everything's going to be safe and protective on this network. Never worry about any of this stuff again. And all the horror that they're going to create in before 2030, all the stuff that they're going to create and continue to do that they're doing right now, they're going to promise that it's never going to happen again because of this enhanced technology. And everybody will sign up for it because they're weak and they trust Big Brother, which is the biggest mistake you could possibly make. Because by trusting Big Brother, you are trusting the devil himself.